Good morning, guys. Good morning. So I'm going to do an update on my gardening situation. So I'm not going to edit this video at all. I'm not going to do any cutting or nothing. So I'm just going to go straight through. So over here, if you follow me from last year, my gardening boxes that I made, my raised garden bed, I'm going to show you what I did. So if you remember, there was a box here. I took that box out and I laid it on top of here to raise it up. And the reason why I did that, because rabbits were jumping in. So I may change that back and maybe put up a little fence. And then also, I have to show you, I lift this box up and I bought some of this here. So this wire, there's wire in the bottom of this box. And the reason why I did that is because last year I was having trouble with the groundhogs and moles. They were digging up under the box, going inside, eating the roots of all the vegetables. So I fixed that. I actually pulled all that out, turned the box over, put the wire, stapled it and nailed it down, then flipped it back over and put some dirt back in it. But I need to buy more dirt and fill this up to about right here. Fill this dirt back up, and you can see there's already stuff growing from seeds from last year. Those are probably peppers. Those are probably like bell pepper, tomatoes. Those could be tomatoes, I don't know. But there's seeds from last year that are growing, and we'll see what they are. But I may end up putting that back over there and just put a little fencing up, about maybe another foot of fencing up, because I do want to have more space to grow more stuff. Okay, the grapevine. As you see, here's the grapevine here. It's going up, and I still got to work on some type of trellis system, a permanent trellis for a grapevine. See, this here is dead. And I'm going to tell you what happened. See, this is growing. So it looks like it stops about right in here and it's died off. So this whole stem had leaves on it. See right here? It had leaves on it, right? And then we had it's kind of cold out here, but it's kind of warm. But we had a frost come through. And when the frost came through, it almost killed this. It killed the top plants that were there. So you see that. So I don't know if anything's going to grow out of that. I'm not going to cut it off yet, but the bottom half started growing again. So this is going to take about 2 or 3 years for a grapevine to really produce some fruit. And I may even go buy another grapevine, a bigger one that's already really mature, so we can get grapes sooner. But that's the situation on that. I may continue to put some beans there, or some cucumber. I may put cucumber back there. I'm still trying to decide what to put in this box. If you guys want me to grow something, leave me a comment. Tell me what I should grow in here, okay? So if you leave a comment and say, hey, grow tomatoes, grow this or grow that, I'll go buy the seeds and I will grow them for you, okay? But yeah, that's the situation on that. And my son already got a head start on his growing, his gardening. This is his experiment he did at school. He put some bean seeds in a plastic bag with some paper towel, and he's growing beans already. So that's his bean experiment. Let's go over here. And this pear tree, sometime this year I'm gonna top this off because I don't want it that high. I can't reach the pears when they grow. But it did have a lot of pears growing on here. I don't know where they went. Like, I think something ate it, but there were a lot, like the flowers came out, there was a lot of pears hanging from here, small ones. And I don't know, maybe the frost got to it, but they're not on here anymore. I don't see any. And then my son was swinging in the tree, throwing balls, and he knocked all the the smaller pears off. See, there was some right there. See, some of them died off. I think it's because of the frost. I don't know. But hopefully we'll get some pears this year. And there's something else I want to show you guys. I don't know if you remember, I grew some kale last year in this pot up here. So I did grow kale in here, and I had some bulbs from tulips. So I'm gonna cut this off. I got my cutters. I'm gonna take all this scrap out. But I noticed this right here, this is kale. Like, I didn't even put seeds back in the ground this year. What I did, I left this here through the winter. And if you look down here, this is where I cut it off last year. And it's actually growing back kale. The kale grew back. I didn't think it was gonna grow back. I just never did pull the stump out of it. And it's growing kale back. So now I know, as I experiment more and more with gardening, I know that I can probably just leave kale, maybe collard greens, cabbage or something like that. If I leave the stump in the ground, it may grow back. I don't know, but it did for this. So I'm going to just leave this here, but I'm going to take my clippers and I'm going to clean all this out of here, all of this stuff here, because this is done. And I'm going to pull all these clovers out of here and let everything grow back. I'm gonna just get all this stuff out here. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys that if you're ever growing like kale or cabbage or lettuce or something, if you have the big stump, leave it in the ground all winter, because obviously it grows back, and I didn't know it does that. So the more and more I do with gardening, I'm like learning a lot of stuff. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys that this is kind of different from our normal video, but I may start showing more and more about our gardening as it grows. And I'm like really behind on the gardening this year, because I got a lot of stuff I need to do. But yeah, so you guys take care. I got some stuff I need to do, and make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Go back and watch some of our other videos, and yeah. So all right guys, take care. Peace.